if you have a difficulty to say no for yourself, um, then when it's maybe, practice to say no. Because if it's not hell yes, then it's no. Like it could be, okay, for me it's maybe now, and because it's not hell yes, I'm gonna say it's no now. And then maybe once you say no, then suddenly you will have a clear yes. It can also happen. But for myself, I have been practicing a lot now to recognize that I have put myself a lot in a pleasing situation of saying yes, or in a dangerous situation when it was like maybe I'm gonna risk it, and then I ended up feeling victim. Ended up feeling victim of crossing my own boundaries, and then it all was leading to me blaming the others for crossing my boundaries, and was uh, a lot entangled in my own victim role for not really being able to say no. And I learned when it's maybe, it's no, not now. And then you can also speak to your partner and you can be like, hey, I'm practicing my no now. And I want you to appreciate my no. Because when I say no, that means I say yes to myself. So when you hear a no, and this also I realized about myself, because I wasn't able to say no, when people were saying no to me, I was feeling angry and rejected. So it goes hand in hand. The more you are able to appreciate people's no's, the more you are also able to say yourself no, and vice versa. The more you start to say no, the more you are going to see the preciousness of people actually keeping their boundaries, taking care of themselves. So I heard you saying that you felt like you previously needed to practice more being like flexible and be easygoing with everything. And I feel that this part is also very important. If I say no to everything, it will become very rigid. I will be very well in my masculine, but my feminine, where I am tolerant, or where I am fluid, when I am spontaneous, when I am like easygoing, that part will be like pushed away, and I will be in my kind of like, no, not this, not that. And so that's not the point. The point is to practice both sides. And I think when you say that previously you have been practicing your spontaneity and easygoing, that's very valid. That's very valid. If you came to a place where you feel content and happy, no matter what's going on, even if you sleep in the room for a week and people are coming in and out and you can feel in peace, that's very valid practice. And once you get there, then it's time to practice your nose. So then you can switch depending on what is needed in the moment. And yeah, I believe once you are able to stay in peace with whatever is going on, and at the same time recognize what is your boundary, that's when you are reaching balance. So for example, if you go travel to India and then you have to squeeze in the bus with 20 people and it's very uncomfortable, and you have the ability to really surrender and to flow with what is and still feel the bliss of the moment, that's probably when you're gonna need that easygoing feminine side. Or like when you're gonna have a kids, let's say you have 3 kids and there is a lot of going on in the room, you're probably gonna have to activate more your feminine and to be able to be in ease with all this noise and movement. No, and at the same time be able to say no, this is no, kids, now everybody quiet. And at the same time, if people ask you, hey, can you come and do this for me, to be able to be like, no, I appreciate you for asking me and seeing me as somebody who could do this task, and at the moment I don't have a capacity, so it's no. To also emphasize very important, like, how do you say no? You know, we hold so much resentment that we were not able to keep our boundaries. Like, this happens very often, like our boundaries were crossed when we were not able to defend ourselves, so there is a lot of emotion still held inside. So when we finally allow ourselves to say no, I seen it in myself that at the beginning it would come with a lot of anger, like, I have to, no, it's no. And then, like, I run away and don't talk to the person. So it's also an art, yeah, it's an art to be able to stay in peace and be assertive and still do it with grace.